Today's social media segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System. Your health is our legacy. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not. Buick, the craft of modern luxury. St. Martin and Bork, know your rights.
Mr. Glenn Duncan would like to address the council regarding the history of the official state flag of Louisiana and present the council with the current state flag.
And I'm Glenn Duncan. I am with Providence Engineering Company. We're proud to have done some work in the parish. We look forward to that in the future. But that is not why I'm here. But I have to say that because my boss and my company picks up the tab for this effort. They support it. What happened to me years ago before I joined the engineering firm was I happened to be president of the Baton Rouge Advertising Federation. And an advertising federation has artists, graphic artists, people who understand text, people who understand logos and trademarks. And at that shortly before that, the state legislature passed an amendment to our flag law, which altered the flag. A couple of years after that, while I was president, I realized that alteration had not taken place, and I wondered perhaps I needed help. So I did what a lot of people do in this state and around the world, I hope a lot of people do, is raise my hand and say, can I help? I called the Secretary of State's office, and they said, Glenn, I'm glad you called. We don't have any artists on board to do this. We seriously need your help. And I said, well, I'd like it to be a volunteer effort. I'd like members of the community to step up and do it. And so at that moment, I had the chance to help design our state's official flag. Now, here's the interesting thing. The flag at that moment behind the Secretary's office was quite different than the flag out in front of the building, and we didn't know which was the official flag. The amendment called for 3 drops of blood to be added to the breast of the pelican. Very simple. I thought I was going to take a flag, put 3 drops of blood on it, and have it be done. And immediately we realized we didn't even know which of those 2 flags was the official flag. So we had to pause, and I had to do a good deal of research. So we jumped into the archives, the law libraries, and we took it upon ourselves, I say we because I had a partner, to really determine the nature and the history of our flag. And I realized there wasn't a great history. We had to really look. So we took that information and put it together in the book in front of you. That is really the only comprehensive history of our state flag. So here's a very unusual story. When we embarked on this journey, it was started before us, and it was started by one of your citizens and one of your children. Joseph David Louvier from Houma, Louisiana, wanted a flag to take to an event. I think it was a Boy Scouts, and he realized there was no blood on the breast of the pelican, and he fully believed it should be there. That should be a law. Every flag should have it. So he grabbed his local representative, Baldone, and he wrote a little amendment, and Joseph David Louvier went to the legislature, and he got that amendment passed. From that moment on, there shall be an appropriate display of 3 drops of blood on the breast of the pelican. Well, why is that? Well, the pelican on our flag is, and I hope that you learned something tonight, it's in a position of wounding itself to care for its young. It's an act called vulning. But it's also an act that's been, and I was a little scared to say this when I did the research, it's actually an image that's been adopted by the Catholic Church for generations and generations as an image of Christ wounded to care for his children. Yeah, pull that over. You may not even have the drops of blood. Thank you, sir. You see, there aren't any drops of blood on that flag. And Mr. Louvier said, that shouldn't be the case. So I raised my hand. I said, can we help? And they said, yes. So we, first of all, had to find the official flag. I dare you to look at page 9 there and point to me what the official flag is in Louisiana and which flag we should have used. We found 9 different flags flying over the state of Louisiana. I was kind of surprised by that. 9 different flags. Our state didn't even protect its own image and its own banner. So we set out at that moment to do 2 things. We were going to create a new flag with the drops of blood in the right place. And Secretary Darden was the secretary at the time. I said, Mr. Darden, I think we're going to have to do this from scratch. He didn't hesitate. We showed him the problem. He said, do it. So we set out to understand the history of the flag, the culture of the flag, and the law of the flag, so that once we designed it, all of those would be very consistent and it would be together, and we would have for the first time, an actual official state flag, because not only would we create the drawing, we would specify it. We've specified the color blue, the color brown. We've specified the size, the ratio, the shape. So the state now has specifications for its flag as well as an image. So anybody from this point forward who makes a state flag can call the Secretary of State's office and get those specifications so it comes out to be the right color, the right shape, the right flag, the right ratio, because the law itself, very vague. That's why we had 9 different versions. If you could manufacture a flag, all you had to do was create an image that was a pelican in white on a field of blue, below a banner in white with the state motto on the flag. That would be it. And your flag may not look like the other manufacturer's flag, but according to the letter of the law, you just created an official state flag. I wanted to change that. So I'm here to present to you, since I noticed it wasn't flying there, the official flag of the state of Louisiana. My company wants to present it to you and the citizens of the parish. It's Secretary Darden was proud of this. He said it's the most pelican-esque flag we've ever had. I don't know if you can see that. That's the big light right there. Yay, Curtis. Curtis Van is the name of the actual artist. I was what you might call the head of design, and we were very proud to do this, and we're very proud to present it to the citizens of Terrebonne Parish, and happy to be standing right here in the city and the parish where this entire journey started. And I really appreciate the moment to do that, and I hope you accept this flag and you fly it proudly. Oh, yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for coming out and doing that. Indeed, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, once again. I'd like, it's kind of not folded here, but I've got the flag and the box, and there you go. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Oh, thanks. Let's do that. How do you want to do this? We'll let you get in the middle. Right. All right. There we go. Thank you.
All right, there we go. All right, 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
All right. We really appreciate it.
Summer's heating up, and so are the deals at A.J. Doman Chevrolet, where you get a 2024 Silverado Crew Cab for $38,990 with your 2010 or newer trade. Don't miss out on these great deals happening now at A.J. Doman Chevrolet. Let our friendly staff help you with your next new or used car purchase here at A.J. Doman Chevrolet at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick.